Hey, James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. But if you need to and you're staying up too late and you still need to find us, you can. You can go right online at tarpleymusic.com. So, once again, very excited about a particular guitar review that I'm doing today. Not only because of the guitar itself, but it's actually a new series coming out from Alvarez, and they are amazing. So, this particular model is the LF70e. This finish is called Daybreak. So, it really looks like almost like a torrefied aged top, but it's not. It's actually the finish was just done that way, and it's very, very subtle. So I love it. It looks really, really cool. And it does kind of get Daybreak makes sense because it kind of got this very dark to light kind of look for it. So what this is this is actually from the Laureate Series, is their new flagship series of Alvarez. So what happens is Chris, the head of Alvarez, was telling the factory, hey, I need another dreadnought, but, find the best parts if you can, make me a great dreadnought with what we have. So they essentially brought him the dreadnought version of this guitar. Of course, this is a folk orchestra body. But they brought in the dreadnought, and he played it. He was floored by it, and he essentially went back and went, how do we do this every day? So, and it kind of became the Laureate Series. And what they did was they take the best parts that they had at Alvarez, the best pieces of rosewood, the best pieces of spruce, ebony, and so forth, and make a new flagship guitar. Of course, this is the top of the Alvarez before you get into the Yaiyi stuff, right? And just gorgeous. So now the parts itself, let's just talk about this. So first of all, we've got a East Indian Rosewood back here, and of course this is book matched. So if you're not familiar with that type of back, essentially you take one piece of wood, right, and you split it in half and you open it up like a book. And that's how you get those two sides. So it's a beautiful mirror image of that. But the consistency is going to be there. It's the same piece of wood, right? With the ivory binding, really makes that rosewood pop from a visual standpoint. Now the top is actually a 4A North American Sitka spruce top. So, once again, their best spruce that they had around. And even with the smaller body or this kind of a folk body, they're actually doing an FS6, the forward shifted bracing. So it's still an X brace, but they forward shift it just a bit. It allows you to get those tone bars in there to really get a lot of volume out of the guitar, and it works. This thing sounds really, really good. Really hoping we can capture it for you when we do that. So it's a 25-inch scale length. The Dreadnought is a 25.5, so there's a slight difference there. Now the neck, African mahogany neck with ebony fingerboard with a 14.96 radius, so kind of an odd number, but for whatever reason, it works. Now they describe the neck as a soft V to C, which I think is a great explanation, because when I picked up and played it, I was like, this feels somewhere between a V and a C. So it's really, really comfortable, whether I'm doing fingerstyle or I'm strumming hard, or if I'm even bar chords, single lines, it all feels really good on this neck here. There are 21 frets. We're going to go ahead and just put a real bone nut and bone saddle on it, so you make sure you get all that sustain and that articulation from the notes that you can. Now this is an ebony bridge. And if you notice, it's an Alvarez without a bi-level bridge, right, which they become so well known for. But this was a little bit more of a vintage approach with a modern style bridge with ebony, so you're getting a lot of sustain, as well as that with that great dense wood sitting back there. Top it off with some tuning machines that we can definitely count on. These are open gear for a really cool vintagey look, but the ratio is actually 20-1. So very good tuning machines, hold very, very well. And it's just such a great instrument. We could put an LR Baggs hi-fi electronics in it. So it's just great. It's a flagship for a reason. It plays really well. I think it sounds amazing. We're going to do the best we can to just kind of capture through some microphones and direct and stuff of how this thing sounds to you. And we're going to, there's the Wi-Fi has, the hi-fi has tone and volume. That's all it has in there. And so I'm just going to leave both open. So as you're listening, you can remember I can roll off that tone a little bit if I need to. But I'm just going to leave it open for the sake of doing demos. So we'll do some direct. We will do some microphone. We'll do some combinations of that. And hopefully you'll see how great this thing really, really sounds. right, so we heard some tones of this guitar on its own. I wonder what it would sound like if I threw it in a mix with some tracks I did earlier. Let's find out. Come on, hit it, boys. So, Tommy Likey. It's so great. I have loved playing this guitar, and I really, really want one. But that's okay. That's a whole other thing. So, the big thing with this is it covers every aspect that you would need if you had to have one acoustic guitar. It sounds full, and the playability is incredible. And that's it. So it's the two parts to that equation that you need. And if you need to add a third part, you can, because it's gorgeous, right? I mean, just everything about it, from, you know, the aesthetics of it. So I'm really excited about this series. They are going to, and of course, they have other models. I did mention, you know, Dreadnought, and so, but it is that flagship. So if you can think of, if you're familiar with Alvarez, you get those the Masterworks, right? It's that tier above that, right? Still an extremely affordable price, and let's be honest, at this point, especially with a lot of players, it matters, man. You know, it's the budget is budget. You know, and for this, especially singer-songwriter or full playing or anything like that, don't need a cutaway, right? Just so, and since you don't, we're going to keep this part of that body just to give you a little bit more of the sound box to get sound out of. So what else is there to say? So I hope if you're halfway as excited about the series as I am, then Alvarez is going to be just doing fantastic. So like I said, the binding really sticks out. It's a very simple but elegant rosette. I mean, it's just all there. The best pieces of wood that they had put into guitar form. So I hope, like I said, you get excited about this series, or if you like this video, it would mean a whole lot to us for you to like it. It really does signify that we're doing the right stuff. It means the world to me. So if you could like it there, of course, and if you haven't subscribed and this is your first video to watch, then please subscribe. You can go see our channel. There's several videos on there. We got quite a catalog going. And if you'd like to know as we drop more videos, because we do all types of different videos, from everything from product review to guitars versus other guitars, amps and pedals and such, you can just turn on notifications, and then we will notify you on the next one, and hopefully we'll see you there.